Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to discuss maybe the most hated camera on the internet. It's like the equivalent to how, I guess not hated, but how controversial the X100V became. How people were either loving it, they were hating it, they were saying it wasn't worth it. I feel like the Contax T2 is that of the film world. And today I just wanted to give you my brief thoughts on it after shooting only 2 rolls. So I just want to preface it by saying that this is not like an in-depth review. It's just literally my initial thoughts. Now again, I don't want to talk too much about specs and all that, but generally speaking, this camera is, first of all, the body, the build is incredible. The metal finish, the kind of has a heavy weight to it. And of course, the holy grail is the Carl Zeiss 38mm, the f2.8. And that's really hard to find on a point and shoot. So the first 2 rolls that I shot, I ran out of Portra 400, so I went with a Kodak Gold. And it was actually my first time trying the Kodak Ultramax 400. And I gotta say, I like the look of the Ultramax 400. It just has a little more grain to it, but it had definitely a clean look. And for those of you who kind of know about this camera, I know people have been saying that it kind of misses focus a lot. And there's different focusing zones with this camera. There's like an auto, and all these photos were shot in auto. I didn't change anything. I didn't change focus distance or aperture. I kind of just let the camera decide that for me. And certain shots it did miss focus. However, I think it was only like 1 or 2 shots per roll, so it wasn't anything that was a big red flag. But I know these things just it's a matter of which camera you get. Some can miss focus a lot and some maybe not at all. So after shooting 2 rolls with this camera, I kind of have certain thoughts about it. First off, yes, the photos are very sharp. I do want to try some Portra 400 on it because I will say the dynamic range on the Ultramax, it wasn't too good, at least from what the lighting conditions that I was in. But overall, it turned out like pretty good. And then the other thing I would say that if anything, I feel like my Pentax K1000 shoots images just as sharp, if not maybe sharper. But again, that's not a point and shoot, that's a completely manual camera. But after getting these images back, I did think some of my K1000, if not most of them, are just as sharp as these photos. I won't answer the question of is this camera worth it or not, because again, I've only shot 2 rolls, but I will say this is a camera that I can definitely see myself using a lot. So for me, yes, it's worth it, because at the end of the day, it's what you use, how you use it, and how often you use it. So it will definitely be in my arsenal, kind of like my X100V, maybe my favorite camera of all time, and maybe this one will become one of those. So again, I don't want to give too much of a review on this camera because it's still new to me. However, I can definitely see myself using it a lot. And I will be going to Japan this coming weekend, so I'm still debating if I should bring that with me, but I will definitely be making more videos on the Contax T2 as I use it more. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.